Across the world, strange clips show people doing things beyond human limits, vanishing in seconds.
Oh my god.
Bending metal. Even stopping cars barehanded. Watch till the end and decide if superhumans walk among us,
What the?
or the cameras lie.
Oh, dude!
A busy street, a normal day, until a security camera picked up something unreal. A woman was standing on the sidewalk when a faint circular glow formed beside her, like a rip in space itself. Before anyone could react, she was pulled inside and disappeared. The light closed instantly, leaving no trace. The footage spread online within hours, sparking endless theories. A wormhole, a glitch, or maybe a secret experiment gone wrong. No one ever found her. To this day, all that remains is that one eerie clip, proof that she stepped into somewhere or something else. Nature controller.
What the?
A viral clip showed a well-known influencer walking with her friend on a quiet, rainy night. Out of nowhere, her friend asked her to prove she wasn't from this world. She smiled, and then did something no human should be able to do. The internet went into chaos. Some called it edited, others said it was proof of higher beings among us. Maybe it sounds crazy, but if we already believe in other dimensions, then who's to say beings from those worlds aren't walking right beside us?
What the?
Scary strength. You go to parks for fresh air, not to watch people doing bizarre stuff. But this man saw exactly that. A woman was furiously kicking a monkey bar, and it wasn't just normal kicking. The metal actually bent under her strikes, nearly snapping as she kept going. This wasn't ordinary human strength. Some were convinced she was a superhuman. Others whispered she wasn't human at all, claiming they'd never seen anything like it before. One thing's for sure. If you ever went up against her, you wouldn't stand a chance. Electric Boy. A strange footage of a young boy went viral online after his mother made a shocking claim. She believed her son possessed supernatural powers. Most dismissed it as fantasy until she shared proof. In the clip, the boy tapped his fingers on a table and visible sparks of electricity flickered from his hands, followed by faint zapping sounds. Viewers were stunned, calling it both fascinating and terrifying. Some said it was static energy caught on camera, while others insisted it was something far beyond science. If true, this little boy might just be the first human lightning conductor, or something even more extraordinary. Box magic. A shocking clip made rounds online and left viewers unsettled. It showed a young man holding a large box. As he lifted it above his head and let go, the box dropped to the floor. But the man himself was gone. He had completely vanished in an instant. Some argued it was nothing more than a clever magic trick, though skeptics questioned how such a stunt was even physically possible. Others believed he actually teleported into another dimension. If so, was it a special box, or was the guy himself a traveler? Dimensional doorway.
Mucha emoción y diversidad de opinión entre los dos partidos.
During a live broadcast, a reporter was doing her job when something bizarre unfolded behind her. In the background, a man appeared and casually walked toward an open door, but before stepping through, he faded away completely, vanishing into thin air. The reporter didn't seem to notice, but viewers watching live were quick to point it out. The clip spread fast, with many convinced the doorway wasn't ordinary at all, but a hidden portal to another dimension. Others believed the man was some kind of time or dimension traveler, accidentally caught on camera for the world to see.
Mucha emoción y diversidad de opinión entre los dos partidos.
Vanishing encounter.
Look, man, we already called the cops, so you should just go.
Two friends were wandering the city late at night when they spotted something strange by a row of trash cans. It wasn't garbage. It was a body, lying completely still. They froze, too stunned to move. No one else was around. Then, out of nowhere, a man dressed in black appeared. He calmly touched the body, and in an instant, both vanished into thin air. The friends stood there, unable to comprehend what they'd just witnessed. Some online called him a dark angel. Others said he was something far worse, an entity collecting what doesn't belong to this world.
Oh, dude!
Wind control. A man claimed that his neighbor possessed supernatural powers, and to prove it, he finally captured shocking footage. The neighbor was seen moving gracefully, gesturing with his hands as the wind seemed to follow his every motion. Fallen leaves swirled around him, dancing in sync as if obeying his command. While skeptics dismissed it as coincidence or clever staging, others weren't so sure. They believed the man could truly control the wind. And if that was real, it raised a chilling question. If he could command the air itself, what else could he make it do? Web swinger. People couldn't stop talking about this one. A guy was caught on camera swinging through the trees using what looked like spider webs, literally gliding like Tarzan, then landing smooth as ever. He even picked up his backpack like it was nothing. No stumble, no effort. The clip spread fast, and viewers kept debating if it was CGI or an actual stunt. But honestly, the way he moved didn't seem human. It felt like someone had just stepped out of a comic book and into real life. Tell me that's not the definition of a superhero move. Shadow Savior. An old man was walking down the street with his grandchild when fate seemed ready to strike. A massive flower pot loosened from a balcony above, falling straight toward them. But in the blink of an eye, they shifted backward at impossible speed. Security footage slowed down the moment, and that's when viewers saw it. A dark, shadowy figure reaching out, pulling them to safety. No one could explain it. Was it divine help, a guardian angel, or something far stranger protecting them from above? You tell me. Mind over matter. You don't believe in telekinesis? Well, this clip might just change that. A man filmed himself lying in bed, gesturing toward a bottle balanced on the headboard. To everyone's shock, the bottle leaned slightly toward his hand, then returned upright the moment he stopped. Viewers were stunned, claiming such a subtle movement couldn't be achieved with strings or tricks. It genuinely looked like he was moving the bottle using only his mind. Some skeptics demanded more proof, while others were convinced they'd just witnessed real telekinetic power caught on camera. Superman real? A strange clip had been circulating online. The man who filmed it claimed he was out in his hometown when he spotted something unbelievable. A person soaring across the sky, and not just hovering. This guy was flying like Superman, complete with a cape flapping behind him. There were no wires, no drones, nothing holding him up. The sight left viewers stunned, with many convinced someone out there had unlocked the power of flight. Skeptics, however, weren't buying it, arguing something this extraordinary wouldn't escape major media coverage. Still, the video looked eerily convincing. So, was this real or an elaborate illusion? Truck puller. A local was walking down the street when he noticed something strange. Two trucks had jammed the road, one trying to move, the other blocking the way. Normally, people would wait or turn around. But not this guy. He walked up, grabbed the front of a truck, and with sheer force, pulled it aside like it weighed nothing. And that too, with no help from any kind of equipment. Just raw, impossible strength. The crowd stood frozen, speechless. Was it adrenaline, some freak burst of energy? Or did he just reveal something humans were never meant to do? Street spell. This old clip showed a girl just standing on the sidewalk, acting strange, like she was performing some kind of ritual. A few seconds later, the fence beside her suddenly swung open, without her physically touching it. Right on her signal, the door flew open, as if she just controlled the wind. People online went wild, saying she might have used some kind of unseen power. Others brushed it off as a setup or a lucky coincidence. But the timing, it was too perfect. Whether it was real magic or just a trick caught on tape, no one could say for sure. What do you think really happened there? Possessed moment.
You know that she gets like dimpy.
Alright, well then.
This
Hey
is
mom,
really nice.
we're doing alright, doing good.
What do we
Chill
do
out.
today?
A group of friends were casually recording a video for college, just talking about everyday stuff. But the clip took a strange turn when something eerie happened behind them. A girl appeared, motionless at first, and then her eyes started glowing faintly as she stared at one of the boys. He looked dazed, picked up her dropped items, and then suddenly slapped himself. Everyone froze. It was like he was under someone's control. The moment she walked away, he snapped back as if nothing happened. Creepy doesn't even begin to cover it. Wall climber. A video from Japan blew up online after showing a schoolgirl doing something that didn't seem physically possible. She climbed straight up the wall of her school without any ropes, gear, or help. Just pure balance and control. People couldn't stop replaying it, trying to figure out how she managed it. Some said it was practice and muscle strength, while others were convinced it was something more unnatural. Whatever the case, she made scaling a wall look like a casual afternoon walk. Mind shift.
Are you gonna make it move?
Yeah.
Go on then.
It felt like a scene straight out of Stranger Things. A little girl claimed she could move objects using her mind, and someone decided to test it. She stood there, hand raised, focusing on a bottle sitting a few feet away. Then, right before everyone's eyes, it shifted slightly on its own. The family gasped, caught between disbelief and amazement. Some said it was wind, others thought it was trickery, but those who were there swear it wasn't fake, that they saw real telekinesis in action.
What the f?
Water control. This viral clip caught everyone off guard. A man stood calmly beside a fountain, stretching out his hand toward the flowing water, and to everyone's shock, the fountain seemed to respond. Streams rose and shifted in sync with his movements, like he was commanding them. People nearby froze, unsure whether to clap or run. Online, viewers called him everything from a magician to a real-life waterbender. Maybe it was just timing and coincidence, or maybe, for a brief moment, someone really did bend the elements. Hidden strength. This video shocked everyone. A girl searching for something under her car ended up showing a kind of strength no one could explain. Without hesitation, she lifted the car with one hand, like it was nothing. Then she gave it a push, and it drifted effortlessly to the side. What's even stranger, she didn't even react. She just grabbed her spray and went about her day like nothing happened. The internet went wild, calling her a superhuman, a mutant, or even part of a government experiment. Whatever she is, one thing's for sure, she's not hiding her powers anymore. Forest portal. A trail camera deep in the U.S. woods captured something no one was ready for. A man was seen running fast through the trees, like he was being chased by something unseen. Then, he vanished. People who studied the footage noticed a quick flash right before he disappeared. Almost like a portal had opened in front of him. The man didn't hesitate. He stepped into it. That was the last time anyone ever saw him. Since then, the area's been marked as haunted, though some say it's not ghosts at all, just a doorway to somewhere we're not meant to go. Eye trick.
1, 2, do it. What?
Comedian Hannah Stocking posted a clip that made people genuinely uncomfortable. In it, her pupils seem to shrink and expand on command, like she's controlling them at will. Her friends scream in disbelief while she just smiles. The internet split immediately. Some said alien, others called it editing. Scientists admitted a rare few can do it naturally, but not like this. Her eyes move too smoothly, too synchronized, almost mechanical. A few viewers even said there was something robotic about her, like she wasn't entirely human. Watch closely. Her eyes don't just change size. They adjust, as if scanning you back.
1, 2, do it. What?
Teleporting woman.
What the?
A street surveillance camera captured something truly shocking. As the owner reviewed the footage, a woman could be seen walking calmly down the road until she suddenly vanished. Not in a blur or camera glitch kind of way, just gone. The camera owner swore nothing like this had ever happened before. Some viewers argued it had to be a recording error, but others weren't so sure. They believed the woman might have been a teleporter, unaware she was being filmed. A few even claimed she slipped through time or crossed into another dimension. Whatever the case, the disappearance looked far too clean to be a coincidence.
What the
Vanishing companion. This eerie clip went viral after showing a woman walking in a park, until something unbelievable happened. She suddenly stopped, extended her hand toward empty space, and within seconds, a small girl appeared right beside her out of nowhere. The woman didn't flinch or seem surprised at all, as if she knew exactly what would happen. Folks online were stunned, calling it proof of teleportation or even time manipulation. Some suggested it was a clever video edit, while others were convinced the two were part of a secret teleportation experiment or society. Whatever it was, the timing and calmness made it deeply unsettling. Vanishing duo. You might just be sitting beside someone from another dimension on your commute home, and you'd never even know it. One street surveillance camera captured the impossible. Two people walking casually down the road when out of nowhere, one of them began to fade away. Within seconds, the other followed, vanishing completely as if on cue. There was no sign of camera glitching or visual distortion, just two figures dissolving into thin air. Viewers were left stunned, wondering if this was evidence of interdimensional travelers slipping in and out of our world, or something far stranger that defies all logic. Blink escape. A shocking CCTV footage had people believing there might actually be superhumans among us. A man was seen crossing the road when suddenly a speeding car came straight toward him. But right before impact, he blinked out of sight, only to reappear on the other side of the road, completely unharmed. The footage stunned everyone. While skeptics dismissed it as clever editing, others were convinced it showed something extraordinary. A real-life superhuman saving himself from a deadly crash in the blink of an eye. Frequency healer. A strange clip had been making the rounds online, shocking everyone who saw it. It showed a group of people gathered around a woman seated calmly on a chair. One by one, the people around her began fainting, as if overwhelmed by some invisible force. The uploader claimed she was a hybrid human, someone gifted with the ability to heal through energy frequencies. But not everyone was convinced. Many netizens argued it looked more like hypnosis, or worse, mind control. Whatever it was, the eerie calm on her face made people uneasy, so now we're supposed to watch out for that, too. Floating man. A few years back, this wild video popped up showing a guy floating inside a supermarket. Not jumping, not hanging, just effortlessly hovering, like gravity didn't apply to him. The shoppers around him froze. Some started filming, others just stared in disbelief. Comments later said it could have been wires or camera tricks, but it looked too natural, too calm. The way he moved felt unreal, like a scene ripped straight out of a superhero movie. For a second, everyone watching believed that maybe real-life levitation actually happened. Office telekinesis. It started as an ordinary day at work, until a phone slid across the desk all by itself. The coworkers froze. They swore it felt like someone else was right there with them, watching, listening, unseen. The clip spread fast online, and people couldn't agree on what really happened. Some said it was a trick of static electricity or air pressure, but others pointed straight to telekinesis. Maybe one of them had powers they didn't even know about, or were hiding them all along. Sky curse. Late one night, a rescue team rushed to a call about a man behaving strangely, but when they reached the spot, their jaws dropped. A man was hovering in the air. He seemed to be moving as if with the support of something, but there was nothing visible. No rope or drone. They circled the area trying to find logic, but nothing made sense. The footage went viral within hours, and people began calling it the real-life curse of Vecna. Whether it was supernatural, magnetic, or something darker, no one's been able to explain how that man ended up floating in the sky. Market Phantom. A busy afternoon in a crowded Chinese market turned eerie when CCTV footage caught something straight out of a sci-fi film. A man just appeared, out of nowhere, right in the middle of the road. Dozens of people rushed past him, but no one even looked his way. Seconds later, he vanished as suddenly as he came. What made it creepier was that no other camera in the area recorded him, only that one frame, that one moment. Glitch in the system, or a real-life time traveler caught slipping through. Double-jointed. This clip was filmed by a woman at a cozy cafe, and it instantly went viral. The footage showed a girl standing in line, bending her knees backward in a way that just didn't look human. The woman was so freaked out, she uploaded it online to get opinions. Viewers called it creepy, even paranormal, until experts stepped in to explain it might be due to double-jointed limbs, a rare but harmless condition. So, maybe it wasn't a supernatural event after all, just a strange trick of human anatomy. Lightning rescue. It was late at night when a truck driver found himself on an empty stretch of road, until, out of nowhere, a cart and its rider appeared right in front of him. He slammed the brakes, bracing for the worst. But what happened next defied logic. A man suddenly appeared, moving faster than the eye could follow, and whisked both the cart and its driver to safety. Just like that, they were gone, standing unharmed by the roadside. Both drivers were speechless, left questioning if they'd just witnessed divine intervention or something beyond human speed. Time slip. A dash cam captured this baffling event on a busy highway. A car was trailing behind a large truck when suddenly the truck swerved sharply as if dodging someone in the middle of the road. But on playback, there was nothing there, until a few seconds later, a man appeared out of thin air, dressed like he'd walked straight out of the 1980s. The internet exploded with theories. A ghost, a glitch, a time traveler who slipped through by mistake. Whatever it was, it left everyone wondering if time itself had just glitched for real. Gravity defied. One evening, a group of boys were filming near the roadside when they spotted something completely unreal. A man holding himself up horizontally against a pole. No harness, no support, just his body suspended midair as if gravity had stopped working. The clip spread fast, and the internet lost its mind. Some said it was wires, others claimed ancient meditation tricks, but those who saw it live swear there was nothing holding him. To this day, no one knows how he did it, or if he was even human. Psychic push. A group of friends were hanging out at a cafe, just laughing and talking, when something weird happened. A glass started sliding on its own. Then the whole table shifted. Everyone went silent. At the next table sat a girl, calm and quiet. But every time the objects moved, her hand twitched ever so slightly. One guy panicked and tried to throw a glass, but before he could, she raised her hand. He stumbled back like an invisible force shoved him. That's when they realized it wasn't a prank. The girl had psychokinesis, the power to move things with her mind. Vanished kick. A couple was walking downtown when their argument got heated. Nothing out of the ordinary, until the wife snapped and kicked him. The moment her foot made contact, he vanished, just gone. The whole thing was caught on 2 different cameras, leaving zero room for editing claims. She froze, terrified, trying to process what just happened. Some online said it was alien abduction, others whispered about interdimensional glitches. But whatever it was, 1 second he was there, and the next he was erased from reality, like he never existed. Stormcaller. It was an overcast afternoon when locals noticed something impossible, a man floating midair among the clouds. But the strangest part, lightning kept striking around him, drawn to him like metal to a magnet. He didn't flinch, didn't move, just hovered there, calm and unbothered. Witnesses claimed it looked like he was controlling the storm itself, commanding every bolt. The footage went viral instantly. Some called him an angel. Others said he was something far beyond human. One thing's certain, no ordinary man could stand face to face with lightning and walk away untouched. Animal magnet. A clip posted in April 2025 showed a man biking alone through a desert until nature itself seemed to follow him. Birds began circling overhead, dogs and cats appeared from nowhere, all moving in perfect rhythm around him. It was eerie, like he was commanding them silently. The animals didn't bark or attack, they just moved in sync, completely under his control. Some viewers joked he was the real-life Beastmaster. Others believed he had a power no one could explain, a connection to nature so strong it bent reality to his will. Street zombie. It was late evening when a man walking through a quiet neighborhood spotted something that stopped him in his tracks. A barefoot woman moving in sharp, jerky motions, like her body was glitching. Her twitching didn't look natural at all, almost like a scene straight out of a horror film. For a second, he thought she might be possessed, or worse. Too unsettled to approach, he quietly turned around and walked away. But the image stayed burned in his mind. Some say he might have crossed paths with something not quite human that night. Ritual screams. A clip from India went viral after showing a group of women with their tongues stretched out, letting out high-pitched, unsettling cries that echoed through the street. To outsiders, it looked chaotic and eerie, almost otherworldly, but the truth was far from sinister. It turned out to be part of an ancient ritual, performed during certain festivals to drive away evil spirits and bring protection to their homes. What many saw as terrifying was, in fact, a centuries-old tradition, a haunting reminder of how mystery and faith often blur together. Possessed chase. A man walking through a park in South Korea thought he saw a woman sitting alone on a bench and went to check if she needed help. But as she looked up, her face distorted into something twisted and unrecognizable. Within seconds, her calm turned into chaos. She stood and began running toward him, screaming. He froze for a moment, caught between fear and disbelief, whether it was possession, psychosis, or something darker. He didn't stay to find out. He backed away slowly, never breaking eye contact, praying she wouldn't follow him home. Urban zombies. A strange video surfaced showing a group of people moving in a way that didn't seem human. Their heads hung low, their steps slow and uneven, as if their bodies were running on empty. They didn't talk, didn't react, just drifted forward with blank faces, barely aware of the world around them. Some bystanders tried calling out, but none of them responded. It was eerie, like watching real-life zombies wander the streets. Maybe they were drugged, hypnotized, or caught in some trance. No one knows for sure. All that's certain is their strange, lifeless sway still haunts everyone who saw it. Floating wing.
Okay, but it does oh my god, oh, sorry.
During Ariana Grande's Hot Ones interview, fans spotted something impossible. As she reached for a wing, it lifted on its own. For a split second, it hovered, defying gravity right in front of her. Ariana laughed, brushing it off, saying she couldn't do it again if she tried. But there was chaos online. Some joked about hidden powers. Others whispered reptilian theories, claiming her instincts slipped for a moment. A few blamed camera tricks, lighting, or angles. Still, the clip feels off. Go watch it again and tell me, what do you see?
I wouldn't do that again if I tried. Okay.
Neckbend girl? Julia Barney isn't your usual TikTok dancer. She's the one who made the internet freeze. In her viral clip, she turns her head completely backward, a full 180, locking eyes with the man behind her. It looks like a horror movie moment, not humanly possible. Viewers joked about her spine being made of rubber, but others weren't laughing. Some claimed she's not one of us, a reptilian or shapeshifter caught on camera. The strangest part was that she does it effortlessly, almost gracefully. That smile facing the wrong way. It doesn't fade. Just imagine seeing that in a dark hallway. Frozen man. A man on a city street suddenly froze, mid-step, mid-breath, like time itself stopped only for him. People around him kept walking, cars rolled by, yet he stood still, unmoving, eyes open. A few assumed it was a performance art stunt. Others whispered about a real-life glitch in the Matrix. Some thought it was a rare psychological state where the body shuts down but remains conscious. But when the clip resurfaced online, no one could find proof of what was actually happening here. Just one unexplained moment, caught on camera, defying every logical explanation. Blue light. While taking photos of a couple, a cameraman noticed something odd. A local standing behind them with glowing blue hands. The eerie light flickered like energy flowing under his skin. The moment the man realized he'd been seen, panic crossed his face. He turned and sprinted away, vanishing behind a passing bus and never reappearing. They might have thought it was an illusion if it hadn't been caught on camera. Viewers speculated wildly. Was it camera trickery, or did this man truly possess some hidden power? Whatever it was, that one frame left people questioning what else walks unnoticed among us. Floating bag. A man walking home spotted an old woman struggling, her bag lying a few feet away. He hurried to help, but what he saw next froze him mid-step. The woman didn't move. She simply raised her hand, and the bag slid across the ground, floating smoothly back into her grasp. No wires were visible, making it seem real enough. The quiet, effortless motion stunned the man into silence. Some say it was an illusion. Others, something far older. An ability people once whispered about, but never saw. Whatever it was, he never looked at strangers the same way again. Student of Wind. Uploaded on November 16th, 2021, the video spread fast. A college student casually walking through campus, surrounded by scattered leaves. But instead of cleaning them up, he simply waved his hand. Instantly, the leaves shifted, sweeping across the ground in perfect unison, like they obeyed him. No fans were visible, ruling out any tricks. Either it was a lucky coincidence, or just a quiet command. It looked too smooth, too synchronized to be coincidence. People called him a real-life airbender. Others thought it was CGI. But if he truly could control the wind, imagine what else he might be hiding off camera. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos.